Alright, welcome back to another 1v1 Mechabellum matchmaking climb. I'm Hazefest. We've been having a good time the last couple weeks here on Mechabellum. We're currently in Silver 1, I believe. Climbing right along. Let's jump in this game and see which specialties we are offered. Alright, we're looking at training, marksman, giant, or saber-tooth. Saber-tooth's nice and all, but you kind of have to pick them blindly into something else. Marksmen are always good. Get a rank 3 marksman for free on round 2. Let's go with this. Marksmen are just good. Alright, so we got sledgehammers and hounds into balls and arc lights. Okay. I'm gonna go fangs as my chaff unit of choice. Now, balls are interesting. 2, 3. Balls are very interesting because they really want to get in there and destroy stuff. 3. And we're going to put chaff units in front of these guys. Your tanks back a little further. Guys back just a little bit more. Let's go like this. Oh snap. We need to hurry up. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna do a slant towards the middle here. Our opponent is very spread out. He went Mustangs first. And I'm hoping that our chaff here will put up a fight against what we're up against here. So Mustangs into hounds, tanks, and fangs seems to be really, really good. So Mustangs just obliterated our guys. I'm having a hard time figuring out who's going to win this. I think our opponent does. I think he's just got way too much DPS for fangs. Well, we took down as much as we could. Wasn't enough. Okay, so we need something to do with the Mustangs. We did get our marksman, so that's going to help out tremendously here. Wraith would be interesting, I think. Rhino would be pretty strong. Fire Badgers, I think, are the right response here. He's got pretty fast units. We're going to put our tanks right here in the center. And I think what we'll do is we'll put a marksman right behind our fangs to help deal with some of the issues that we're having here. I'm gonna go field maintenance on our guys, and I'm gonna get a second marksman to kind of walk behind these tanks. The only thing I can foresee here is that we might have a problem with air units. I'm thinking tarantulas would probably also be good against his current setup. Let's go like that. Fire Badgers, marksman, He also opted for the Fire Badgers. Good on him. I think that's a smart play. He also went Storm Callers, which is a good pick, I guess, for what's going on here. Alright, we're pretty spread across the front line here. Our Fire Badgers are doing their best against these steel balls. They'll eventually go down. Marksman in the back line trying to collect as much experience as possible. Okay. Now it's our marksman and our tanks versus his backline. Sledgehammers against Stormcallers seem to be alright. I really need levels on the Stormcallers for them to actually be more effective. But I think we're going to take this round. I think our sniper units are going to get us the win here. Alright, we return some damage. Our opponent still has more hit points than we do. Movement speed would be good. Phoenix would be good. Of course, if we get this for free, we unlock them. They cost 400 apiece. I don't think it's really worth it. I'm gonna get the improved firepower system. Increases the damage of our units by quite a bit. I'm gonna promote these tanks in the front line, and I think I'm gonna give the firepower control system to... I'm going to give him to one of our marksmen in the back here. Maybe my rank 3 marksman. He's been doing some work. Let's give it to him. As far as damage, what do we do here? What unit could be really good into what he's doing? You know, let's just get more of the sledgehammer tanks, and we'll also get some more chaff to come in towards the end. Sledgehammer tanks in front of our flame-throwing tanks to kind of offset some of that that damage we're getting from his steel balls. And we'll put a shield up, kind of help deal with this. The shield's going to absorb that explosion. That was a good call. No backline chaff units from our opponent. We're taking down the front lines here. That marksman with the equipment. Oh, backline chaff. He actually did bring out some crawlers. Crawlers seem to win against fangs. Who would knew? Alright, my marksman in the back line is distracted. We get a debuff, and we're still looking pretty solid in this round, but I think my marksman in the back is going to die to these crawlers. That's bad for us. Our opponent really doesn't have anything left except for Stormcallers, and that's not going to be enough to withstand what we're up against here. Nice. Okay. I'm going to get the heavy armor, because heavy armor paired with field maintenance is very strong. Our marksman did level, so we'll get him what he deserves. I'm going to unlock Mustangs here. And I'm also going to get a Tarantula. I unlocked the Tarantula earlier, so we'll go ahead and get that. Put it here to deal with this backline chaff. And let's see. Is there anything we can get to help deal with what we're up against here? Let's get range enhancement on the Fire Badger. And I'm going to get a second Tarantula here. And we'll put it on the back right side just to come in late in the event that he puts some sort of ground unit on the other side as well. And let's see how this plays out. So still have the crawlers in the back. No crawlers on the right. Looks like he may have upgraded some stuff. Alright, his threat in the back left line is now gone, so it's all forward-facing damage now. Our tanks on the front line are just so tanky. It's going to be difficult for him to really take those things down in any sort of urgency. Our flamethrower tanks in the front have obliterated his front line. Yeah, and we just take this round convincingly here. Absolute mayhem. Alright, we got a few levels here. I think I'm going to be greedy since we're so far ahead, and I'm going to take the super supply enhancement here. It's going to cost us a little money up front, but hopefully it'll pay for itself in a couple of rounds. We're going to promote our guys, and we're going to give portable shields to our Fang line. And we'll get some additional Fangs, I believe. I don't believe there's any sort of tech that we can get currently that's cheap enough. I could get armor-piercing bullets for the tarantulas. Is it worth it? I'll go ahead and get this. It's probably a bad investment currently. I probably should have got more units, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna unlock crawlers as well. We're just, like I said, we're smashing the front line so hard. Okay, no, this is a big deal. He's got a melting point now. He's got a melting point with steel ball production. We're gonna need to answer that pretty quick, and I think the way we'll do that is to get additional marksmen with range and double shot next round. Does he put any other things on the back line? He does not. Okay, so he's got the diffraction beam on the melting point. That's gonna melt our field maintenance guys. That was a good pick by our opponent. Okay. Melting point is melting everything, as its namesake signifies. Oof. The high-level marksman and the melting point trade. Wow. So yeah, I think the answer to the melting point is more marksman. We're gonna get the nano repair kit for our other tank. That way it'll, this one doesn't have the armor, but the other one does. We're gonna get range and double shot. We're going to elite recruit 2 more marksmen. And we're gonna put our marksmen right on the front line so that they lock onto this melting point as soon as possible. And for the melting point, I think we need to... I'm just going to put a shield on the left. Put a shield on the left. We'll unlock... steel balls, I guess. The free unlock. And hopefully these marksmen will take this thing down. Hopefully there's no chaff in front, because if there's chaff in front of this thing, it's going to be bad for us. Okay, he went electromagnetic rockets, and he went a shield on the left with an additional melting point. Alright, our ranged units lock on immediately and are peppering this. Alright, melting point 1 is down. Now we got to deal with the left side melting point. The marksmen in the back lines are really taking down problem units right now. Those tanks that I put those regeneration modules on have no chance. Alright, I think we take this round. The marksmen are the cure for the melting point problem. Okay. I think I get Phantom Rays? I'm gonna get Phantom Rays. I'm gonna put the Phantom Rays in the back line to mess with our opponent. And I'm gonna put both on the right so they can come in and take this tower down. If I can take that tower down, it's gonna be good for us. Let's go ahead and level up our units that deserve it. Promote this guy. Let's get range enhancement for our sledgehammers. They're doing a lot of work. They need more help. I want to get a bunch of chaff here to help deal with these units, melting point units. We'll just bring them in at the end. That'll help. All of our units have leveled. I'm gonna get another shield to help deal with these melting point problems. And I'm pretty sure he put chaff in the front. It'd be smart if he did. Guess we'll find out here in just a moment. I probably should have borrowed money and got some more tech, but we're still so far ahead. Alright, he has not put anything on the back line anymore, so he opted for the photon coating. It's going to help him. It's going to reduce the damage that he's taking for sure. But our sneaky air units in the back right have now lowered his defenses, and we're going to take him down here. Sneaky plays in the back. Alright, our additional chaff line's coming in to help slow down their push. We have all these marksmen remaining, so that's going to help take out this huge crawling threat we have. Yeah, and I think that's the game. Oof, nope, barely. He survives with just a little bit left. Let's get the amp core. In the amp core, we're going to go... let's get stealth cloak on our ranged units. Promote our tanks. We'll get mechanical rage on the tanks. Promote our units here. Alright, we can get more sledgehammers. But I don't know if that would be the right call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get more marksmen. Just get more marksmen. Unlock arc lights. We'll get enhanced range. And we'll get attack enhancement by 12%. And if he doesn't do anything about those air units, he's going to lose. So he has to respond to this aerial threat. And his response is Mustangs with a range and an increased damage. Not a bad response. I think these air units might still be able to take them down, though. We'll find out here. Well, no backline threats from our enemy, so we'll see how this goes. Yikes. The photon emissions are so strong. Lots of defense from our opponent. We did win the brawl against the units on the right. We now get the debuff again, so it's just going to be a repeat of history. Our left side late game chaff is coming in to help deal with these problems. Our high level sledgehammers are absolutely tanking the crap out of this beam unit here, and that's the game. Sledgehammers with the field maintenance again, taking the victory. Our opponent tried to do the right responses, but he just didn't bring enough meat to those responses. Like, he needed upgraded Mustangs over here, because these are level 3 Phantom Rays, 6 of them. And that's going to be very difficult for a Mustang and a Farseer to deal with, even with Photon Emission having damage reduction 30% across his entire army. Still didn't stop the onslaught that I was bringing. Marksmen were, pivotal in this matchup. Just peppering the back line, outranging all his units, and then the sledgehammers up in the front lines, just holding it down long enough for the backline units to take down all the threats. It worked out really well for us. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, follow along. I'm learning the game as I go here, and we'll just see how far we can get in this matchmaking system before Season 2 ends later this month. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.